at 572-0383 or 572-0215. Rev-Up St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Hard Drive brought to you the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
In moments of loss, finding comfort and support is essential. At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we understand that every life is unique, and honoring that life is our mission. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, offering personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Viewfort. Visit us at www.rambalisfuneral.com. Rambali's Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe. Welcome to Hard Drive for another week, another Tuesday. Today's the 7th of October, 2025. My name is Andre Paul, the host of the show. To my immediate right, none other than the lovely Kina. Kina was smiling on her side.
Yeah. Good morning, Andre Paul. How are you doing?
Last person I saw the smile like that is my son, Hassani.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's smiling on the side.
I was trying to remove something from my face. So I was like, okay, trying to kind of, How you doing? Good morning to our listeners. Welcome back. Good morning to our listeners on DBS X YouTube. Mm-hmm. It's amazing today, isn't it?
Why do you say it's amazing? Why do you say that? Sounds like you're getting off to a good start.
Yeah, the weekend was just, oh my gosh, I was just blown away. There's so many things that happened this weekend, but being in the company of great leaders and women, delving into just the Bible and having fun, playing games associated with things in the Bible, that was just so enlightening and eye-opening for me.
Okay,
yeah,
I hear you, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, no, I just got up refreshed. And,
you said being in the company of great women and so on.
Oh, I mean,
so what's happening?
I was in the company of great women over the weekend, from Friday all up till yesterday.
Was it a seminar or something?
We just came together as a church and we had this women's retreat, and it was just great.
Oh, yeah. All right. Interesting.
Yes, I got up refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be like
so
that.
Tell us one thing that you all spoke about.
The Book of Ruth.
Ah.
Yeah, that was the sole focus of, the retreat. And it was really eye-opening and enlightening for me, because a lot of the times we as individuals, do experience challenges in our daily lives. And the way Ruth handled it with faith, perseverance, faithfulness and so on, that's a lot, because when the challenges come, there are ways that we could navigate it if we use certain things within the Bible, as we know.
A lot of people give Ruth a hard time for a particular thing that she did, and maybe I'm coming from with that already. The way she approached what's his name again? Boaz. Boaz.
Right.
The way she approached Boaz to sort of entice him. Is that the word, entice?
I think
so can you straighten that out? Did you all talk about that at all?
Yeah, we did actually. But I think people have the wrong concept, because back in the day, it wasn't, Naomi told her what to do and she followed her mother's lead, and yes, she went at Boaz in the dark of night, and yes, the guys were drinking. But it's how Boaz handled it. She didn't go to entice him in terms of the sexual aspect of it. She went to tell him, this is how I feel and I want to be your wife, basically. So there was no sexual aspect happening in that whole thing.
And I think maybe we don't understand the culture.
Right, and the
culture, how things operated back then. I think we don't understand. Because, for example, you look at Samson. Samson didn't choose his wife. He asked his parents to go work it out.
That
was the culture at the time.
That was the culture at the time. So, So in that case, I think we misunderstand what really happened.
But did you also talk about something that Naomi said to Ruth? She was giving us some advice. And she said, go take a bath.
Yes, she did.
Put on some perfume, put on some
clothes,
some
and
nice clothes and so on.
And stuff, yeah.
And that advice is timeless. It is timeless. Some people give Ruth a rough, in fact, Naomi, a rough time for that. No, at all. At all. It's still relevant today.
It's still relevant today because Naomi knew her son, and she knew her son's heart and what he wanted. And when you have someone such as Ruth, knowing that your son is going to have an amazing future with this woman, she's a keeper, and that's what Naomi saw.
Yeah. But as I said, the advice was good advice.
It was good advice
for ladies and guys. Take a shower. Take a shower.
Take a shower. Wear some really good clothes too.
And put some perfume on you.
Perfume on, Yeah.
That's good advice.
And take your time. Important. Be patient. Persevere.
And there's nothing wrong if a lady is interested in a guy,
and she says
to let him know.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
not in any lustful way.
Oh yes,
but a woman can communicate that to a guy. But some ladies miss out on opportunities, because they think that they have to be lady.
Don't say anything.
And don't act any way to give the guy the impression as though I am interested.
But even with that too, some women, when they do it, the men would take it the wrong way and take it in a sexual manner and then be making sexual advances towards women. And, well, these are not men. Drop the M.
Exactly. So a real man is supposed to know, that the lady is not hitting on him,
right,
but she definitely has an interest. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
So I'm saying some ladies miss out on opportunities because they think that they're supposed to be prim and proper 24/7.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not supposed to show him that I'm interested. I'm saying to you ladies that sometimes you could miss an opportunity because of that attitude. Yeah. So if you like the guy, nothing wrong. Give him a nice little smile and to make a little conversation with the guy. Some ladies, like, you have to be the one yapping.
And pursuing.
Yeah, they're not saying anything.
And they're not saying anything.
They're not encouraging you in any kind of way.
Right. I get that. Yeah.
So the story of Ruth is a powerful one.
Oh yes, it's very powerful.
It's a powerful one. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she became I think a great grandmother of King David.
Oh yes, she is. Yeah, she became.
Yeah, something like that. The lineage
powerful
there.
Story.
Powerful. So yeah, bravo to you all.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we have things to do. First of all, the Thomas Bread place today. They got some good stuff as always. Ground provisions with saltfish, lentils, cucumber, tossed salad, and avocado.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, all the goodies.
Ooh, all the goodies for gut health. I'll tell you that much.
That's right. The gut health.
It definitely helps. Yeah.
Yeah, ground provisions, saltfish, lentils, cucumber, tossed salad, avocado. That is real food.
Real food for good.
Real food. Okay. And that's what we should be eating. Most of our diet should consist of those kinds of things.
And back in the day, our grandparents were consuming a diet rich in those foods as well.
Exactly.
Ground provisions, avocado, salad, you name it.
Yeah. When I go to certain eateries and I look at what people are choosing, they take a lot
mac
of
and cheese.
Yeah, the mac and cheese.
Yeah, a lot of the processed stuff.
Yeah, stuff that has a lot of salt and so on.
And
highly processed things. That's what people seem to like. Now it does taste good.
It's very tasty.
I must admit.
It's very, very tasty.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not good for the health. It's not good for the gut.
Cholesterol levels would spike.
Exactly.
Sugar levels spike and all that kind of thing.
So don't forget today at the Thomas Bread place, ground provisions with saltfish, lentils, cucumber, tossed salad, and avocado.
Oh, I love
According to my grandmother, finger cutting.
Finger cutting.
And don't forget to try the wide variety of sea moss flavors, including coconut, ginger, peanut, and peanut punch, and regular sea moss with flax seeds and chia seeds. All happening at the Thomas Bread place today. Now, I have a little shout out there to do for a couple of friends of mine.
Sure.
Advanced birthday greetings going out to twin sisters, Jean and Jeanette. And they're celebrating their 56th birthday tomorrow, Wednesday. Now, I had to do today because we don't have hard drive tomorrow. Doing it in advance there for twin sisters Jean and Jeanette. They're celebrating their birthday, this 56th birthday, tomorrow, Wednesday.
Happy
now you see
birthday.
what I like about them. They're not feeling any way to say what their age.
Their age. Some women are like that. Some not so much.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the ladies are proud to say their age from birth until about
20 something.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. By the time you hit like 27, 28, like
It's a big secret now.
In the 30s, you still do, but it depends.
And you know when they pick up again? The 40th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Around the
But they
40th?
40. And then when they reach 60 again, it's like,
Right.
52 is another milestone for many.
But I wonder if things change when they're in their maybe 70s, they feel a way to say their age. I wonder.
I'm not sure. I do have some 70-year-old friends, and they're okay with it.
Yeah?
My mom recently turned 70, and she was on top of the world. Yeah, she said it out loud, like, oh my gosh, yeah.
So how old are you?
Me? I'm 45.
You telling the truth, or you just
I am telling the
just
truth.
bluffing
I'm
me
45.
there?
I'm not bluffing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've done my time. Hello.
Bravo to you, man.
Yeah,
Eh,
man.
45,
Yeah,
45.
I'm so happy to be here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you remember what it was for you on the 40th birthday? Can you remember?
40th birthday, it was during COVID, actually.
And did you have a celebration?
No, I just stayed home. All I wanted was a cake.
And did you get
Gold
one?
and white cake, and that's
Did
yeah,
you-
that's all.
and
I
you
did.
got
I
that,
did.
right?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
But I had no celebration for my 45th. I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yasmin will be celebrating her. Well, I don't know if she want me to say her age. I won't say her age, but she's celebrating her birthday soon.
Ooh, well, I can't wait to wish her happy birthday.
Yeah.
So do tell me when, and we'll do it together.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we on air around that time. too.
Yes. I think it's next week, sometime next week. So anyway, good morning to the twin sisters, Jean and Jeanette. Happy birthday in advance. And also, Jean now, she celebrated her wedding anniversary yesterday.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
Celebrate
Yeah.
a double whammy there.
Yeah, so Jean and
Imagine that.
Archie. And Archie.
What's up with the names? Gina Jeanette is lovely,
Uh-huh.
and her
And
husband is Archie.
yes. What do you think should be something else?
Gina
Oh,
it has a nice ring to it.
What, Jenny?
G-A.
All right. So Jean and Archie, congratulations. I think it may be, I don't know, maybe what is it, their third or fourth wedding anniversary? I don't remember exactly what it is, but somewhere around there, either third, fourth, or fifth. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But so far so good.
Yeah.
Not bad. Keep it up. Okay. So how was your long weekend in general?
Great. No complaints whatsoever. None, except snow. But
What's up with snow now?
Snow needs a dog trainer right now. I think she's just,
I warned you.
I think
I
at this
warned you.
stage she is spoiled, and she only wants to listen to me. So when I got home yesterday, I did ask for someone to, babysit her and so on. The person gave up.
They gave up.
The person said they went to check on Snow, got in. When they got in, Snow was okay for day 1, day 2, day 3. When they went to check my bedroom, Snow carried her bowl filled with food, and she put it on my bed, and she made sure she spread it all over the room. And they got in and they're wondering, but how was she able to take the bowl, put it on my bed, and make sure she spread her food all over? The person just dropped the dog outside.
Finish it up.
You know what? You're in the house. You're not behaving yourself. When I came home, she was outside. So we had to clean up, take the bed sheet out, put it in the machine, wash and do a whole bunch of stuff.
You guys say I didn't warn you. Eh? You guys say I didn't warn you.
And
You did a dog
the
whisperer.
worst thing is, when this individual was telling me, she came next to me and she sat and she's looking at me like, Mommy, I did it, but can you please? And I'm like, Snow, why didn't you listen? And she's like, But last night she was all right. This morning when I was leaving for work, she didn't want to go inside. I put her out so she could do her due. But after a while, I'm like, Snow, time to go back inside. And she just wasn't listening. I'm like, just a few days I'm gone and you already like really want to come at me? Like you just left me in the house with a total stranger.
So
So
now
I
you
think
have to
right
pay
now
for
I
that
need
now.
a dog
You have to
trainer.
pay for that now. I didn't warn you.
Yes, you did.
I didn't warn you.
Yes, you did.
Well, boy, I can say better you than me.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a nice bow, put her in a box, and gift her to you around Christmas.
But as we talk about that, and let me say that to our listeners and viewers out there, especially those of us who are in relationships. We do the same thing in the relationships. You see what's going on with Snow? We do the same thing, right? We spoil our partners.
Right.
Okay? We don't
And
know
then,
when to say no. We don't know where to draw the line. And as a result, now, we create a monster.
Oh, yeah. And with our children as well.
Exactly.
And someone else has to face the consequences.
Exactly. I mean,
Yes.
you have your son, you see your son, rising up in the morning and wouldn't make his bed. You have to tell your son, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And to be on his case to make your bed, because
Clean your
one day you're
room
gonna
as well, yes.
you're gonna be a husband to a lady. What, you want to become a burden to that person?
And the person is doing everything in the house, not even the washing of the dishes.
You know what I mean? So you have to confront that. What they call it, tough love.
Tough love, yes.
Tough
It's
love.
important. Yeah.
You can't just ignore it and leave it as a figure. Okay, they'll work it out. You see your son going to sleep, maybe he doesn't take a shower at nights. You have to tell him, hey, son, you can't do that. One day you're gonna have a lady in your life, and you want to make
No,
sure.
but as you become an adult, doesn't it really hit you like, wait a minute, I've been doing that for so long, especially if you wake up in the morning and you're smelling like book.
Exactly.
Like, seriously, that's what you're going to do for like forever?
But you already have a habit, and a habit is a very, very difficult thing to break or to stop.
You know what I admire? The individuals that do come in their lives and do that change.
Well, good luck.
Whether it be the man or the woman. Yeah.
I don't have time for that, to be honest with you.
Have time to tell
I remember
somebody.
my brother Tony used to say, Tony used to say, Andre, I want a ready-made woman. A ready-made.
A ready-made woman.
I don't have to come and teach you anything.
Well,
At least
yes.
unnecessary things.
Yes. And it's true, because it can be frustrating. It takes a lot as well, because you have to take care of the home. Now you have to take care of your husband, who is pretty much a child at that point.
Exactly.
An adult thinking like a child and moving like a child. That's what it is. It's a burden.
Yeah. So the same thing now. We have a relationship. We're dating somebody. You see the person, crossing lines.
Oh, yeah.
And doing certain things that are just clearly out of the way, out of love. You have to say to that person, hey, you can't do that.
I agree.
And if the person persists in doing what you're saying, will harm them, and of course be a problem or even a burden for you, well, I'm sorry.
Lot kote.
You have to move on. And especially, you see me, once upon a time I had time, because I had a lot of time.
Patience.
Right, I had more
You were
patience.
young.
Yeah. I figure I have time. So you're there wasting time, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years,
10
6
years,
years,
15
10 years.
years,
If
20 years even.
Exactly. Yeah. But now, my time is very limited.
So it's like, if you see the signs, hey, okay, that's a red flag. I'm out of there.
Yeah. And when you're younger, you're more patient with the red flags.
Yes,
You're
more
patient.
because you figure, okay, this person's going to change.
Yeah, you give them time.
You give them
You
time.
give them more
yes,
time.
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. What? You see, boy? Anyway, all right. So can we move on to other things?
Sure,
Anything
most
particular you want to mention to
definitely.
us?
Not really. I've said what I had to say already, so it's your turn.
Okay, all right. So let's get into some serious stuff. I'm very happy for the elder care workers. 700 of them becoming getting permanent employment. I'm very happy for them. To be
Finally.
honest with you, yeah.
Wow.
Because remember, these people have been working under those conditions for years, for years and years and years. There's this. I don't know. The fact that politicians play politics with those programs, I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
I don't like. Let me let our politicians know. We the electorate, we don't like that. We don't like when you play those kinds of games where, because you have the power, right? Maybe your predecessor or predecessors came with a particular program, and you just come on the scene and you're firing people black as white. So it's either governments don't get involved in those kinds of programs.
They shouldn't.
Just don't. When I say don't get involved, don't even start those things. Don't. It's almost like you're leading somebody on and you just drop them. I heard some testimonies there, people saying how they were negatively impacted when they were just basically sent home. Hundreds.
When someone is just, it affects an entire family.
Hundreds. So maybe government should not be getting involved in those kinds of employment programs. But then governments figure
But it's needed.
we can't sit by.
Yes.
Governments figure we can't sit by and allow so much unemployment to persist.
So they create programs like that for other people within the societies to be gainfully employed. And what they should do, if they are able to do it, is just make them permanent from the get-go.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. And I'm hoping moving forward that governments don't behave like that anymore. They come with their program and then they favor and they choose who they want to put there. And usually it's
fair.
people who they know are supporters of their party.
That should never happen.
Okay? So you have now another group now who watching and saying, boy, our turn will come. Because one day they will lose the election and our turn will come.
When our turn comes, we're going to be doing the same thing, and that should
Exactly.
not happen. Because you're affecting. Forget about party lines, as a lot of us think along those lines. So we figure, okay, this person is my friend, and I could do whatever. But people are affected. They have mouths to feed.
Big time.
So whilst you might be taking all your friends, there are people that genuinely want to work. And they're begging and they're pleading, and just because they're a supporter of another party, they can't get a job. That's unfair. That's inhumane. It's wicked. And to add to that as well, you have some instances where I think when I was listening to the news this morning, that just because someone hates you, they don't like you, they figure, okay, they could just fire you. Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's inhumane. That's mean. That's wicked. But again, there's always a God above.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard about the NICE program, when I first heard about it, and the number of people who had actually lost their jobs. I remember that I knew somebody who was part of the scheme, right? Well, scheme may not be the right word to use. It was part of the program, right? And that person had 3 children at that time. And the person lost that job. You know how that impacted that individual? Just think of that for a second. You just come and just fire people, black is white. I'm saying, I'm not blaming any one administration, I'm saying they all do it. And I'm saying moving forward, let's ensure, and I think the Prime Minister, he says, I hope whoever comes after him will follow suit. He's saying, listen, this is not supposed to happen again, where people are going to lose their job because of the fact that there's a change in administration, and then now you want to put your own people inside there.
I really hope that it sends a message that valuing, the workforce isn't just talk, it's action.
And listen, if there's a nice program that's on, and as the incoming administration that they were favoring their people, good. Let's see how smart you really are, that you can come up with another idea which is even better. Even if it means you have put your people inside it, but you don't fire people because you figure they're not supporting you. Think of something, another program. So if you have NICE, you come with thrice. You understand?
I agree.
You come with something else.
You come with something
and leave
else,
people alone.
yes, and those that are unemployed, so they were able to get a job.
But they're not coming. They're not coming with something new.
I totally agree with that point.
There's nothing
Totally
new.
agree.
They just figure as though, oh, okay, that's NICE, that's there. Well, okay, we'll deal with NICE.
Yeah.
Nah, man, nah.
It's and as you're saying, it's seeing a problem, understanding the impact that it has on real lives, and taking a decisive action rather to ensure that the people of your country benefits from it, instead of just saying, you know what, I'm going to just pull this off. Pull the plug on that.
Let me tell you something. In the private sector, right? In the private sector, at least from my experience, meaning from people who I know, I mean, I'm new to the being a business person. So I can only go from experience. And I know a lot of employers struggle with having to let staff go. Some employers will try to see what they can do, try their best to cut hair, cut that,
Yeah,
just to keep employees on the workforce instead of having them on the bread line.
Yeah.
They will do all that they can. They struggle with it to keep the workers, right?
Oh yeah, that's
so
true.
I want to understand something. And say for the politicians again. Y'all can tell me, y'all can come and fire hundreds of people, and you don't struggle with that? Because that's the impression I'm getting. Like they're not struggling with
Apparently not when it happens, because you could just come and pull the plug and you could sleep at night and it's okay.
I wonder if they're able to sleep.
They would find an excuse for it.
I'm
People
telling
that
you.
are like that usually find a good excuse that makes them feel good about themselves when they do things of that sort.
Yes, yeah.
And they have support in doing it as well.
Well, you have to tell us the secret, because I'm trying to imagine what could you say to yourself to make you feel all right doing something like that?
people who are just, I wouldn't use the word wicked, but individuals who decide, hey, I'm going to pull the plug on this, or I'm going to fire this person just because I hate them, or whatever reason, or I'm going to just... they would always find an excuse, a reason that benefits them, that makes them feel
justified.
good, to justify the action.
Okay. I get your point.
So that's what's happening.
I get your
They
point.
find some way to justify the action, and for them it's all right. And they have they have people supporting them doing it, and they're okay with that. They can sleep at night. But when you hurt someone like that, it's hurting them. Actually, you don't see it, but you're putting them on the breadline. Their families are suffering. They have bills to pay. They have mouths to feed. You're not thinking of the consequences of your action. But the most important thing I think that people don't see is that in terms of the politicians, you're going to lose that vote come election day, and many. So that would be 700, 2,000, or whatever it may be.
Yes.
Because you have put them on the breadline, and they're suffering daily to feed themselves and their children. For others who may not be government ministers, the word goes around. You might have employees, but when they do come to work for you, they're not going to give you 100%. And what's going to happen, the turnover within that company will be a lot higher because people are not satisfied. They're not happy with the treatment that they're getting. And eventually, what happens to businesses like that is that in terms of businesses, they suffer. They close down at some point.
And what the politicians are failing to realize is that people hate you.
Oh yeah, man.
Imagine
You'll remember that forever.
imagine you have caused a family to suffer, right? Children, right, who needed that parent to be working and providing for them. You now are causing people to hate you. And also, let's not forget karma, because you can't come and hurt people like that and think you can get away with it. Some way, somehow, this is going to come back to affect you. And isn't any wonder that you see administrations in this country changing every 5 years? Can't just change like that.
Yeah.
It's because of what you are doing. You don't make the connection. I was reading about Sir Keir Starmer in Britain.
Oh yeah.
This guy, when this guy came on the scene, I mean, in fact, even while he was in opposition, I used to say to myself, that guy looks like he has leadership
he has
qualities.
qualities.
I used to watch him, the way he was speaking and so on. I used to say, wow. And I didn't like Richie Sunak at all because of his
a lot of people didn't like
support
Richie Sunak
for Israel. You know, the same thing I keep talking about.
Right.
So I thought when Starmer came on, it'll be different. Just like when Trump came on, it'll be different to Biden. Imagine
leading
Sir Keir Starmer right now, a recent poll shows he's the least popular British Prime Minister had ever.
Yep.
In the history of British politicians, he is the least popular. People can't stand the guy. They said when he came on, they thought maybe you're going to look at 2 consecutive terms for him. Now people want him out.
They're not satisfied with his performance as the prime minister of the country.
You see my theory? You see my theory? The fact that, and that's why I'm saying that for our politicians here to learn, right? There's something called karma. You don't get involved in stuff that is hurting people, especially innocent people, whether it's a job, whether it's a life. Okay? You take a life, innocent life, you're going to pay for that.
You're going to pay for it, yeah.
You're going to pay for it.
And not only that, people run out of patience when the economy struggles. You have rising crime. People have expectations of you as a leader, and when you don't meet it, eventually your popularity dips.
And who's to say,
you're going to be
Kina,
affected by it.
Kina, who's to say that those things you just mentioned there, very good. I'm glad you spoke about rising crime, unemployment, this, that, and the other. Who's to say if those things are just the natural consequence of you paying for what you've done to somebody? Who's to say that?
Yeah.
Because when you treat people well, you do things in the right way, you get the right results.
Oh, yes, you do get the right results.
And you know, we often hear politicians talking about encouraging people to vote. Every vote matters. It matters so much that you could win a seat by 1 vote.
Oh, yeah.
So why are you telling me you want to alienate 700 people? 700, and that's just one that we know about.
This is one, and there are many others over years. Similar things.
So I talk. Yeah. So Sunak, them fellas, Mitt went down. Now you have Starmer going down. You had Biden going down. You had the guy from
Trinidad
Canada.
just resigning recently. What's his name?
Or
gosh.
the former prime minister.
Former prime minister
Well, I
resigning.
put too much in that.
But people were dissatisfied with him doing
I agree. But I'm looking at those obvious ones. Those obvious ones, like in Canada, Trudeau. Handsome guy.
Another one too.
Handsome guy.
Yeah.
But Monsieur was involved in supporting Israel. They don't make a connection. And now he's out of office. You have Macron struggling. He just appointed a prime minister there recently. Tried another one again. He's struggling. They don't make the connection.
You know what it is? I think sometimes some politicians are just really good with words. Whoever writes for them writes really, really well. So writing and delivering that speech, okay, you get me, come out and vote. But it's effective leadership that really matters, and speaking to the heart of and doing what the people want. You can't lead a country and the people of your country is continuing to suffer and they're crying out and you're not doing anything about it. You just figure, okay, this is what I gotta do, I'm gonna do it anyway. You're not listening.
And sometimes I wonder about this thing called democracy, because you see people, in the case of Israel, demonstrations across the country. People are demonstrating and saying, listen, arrive at some solution to this thing. Free,
already.
This is going for too long. Wow. You have to ask yourself, what's democracy? Because I thought it was for the people, of the people, by the people.
That's what
it's supposed to be. That. So the people are
But
telling you what
it's
they
not.
want. You making up your mind that this is not what I want.
Sometimes I wonder who the people, the advisors are. And a lot of times they say, well, this is what my advisor says. And da-da-da-da-da. Well, the advisors is making all the money. They're taking care of their families, and it's affecting more than just one person. I'm not quite sure. So a lot of the times, the advisors are the ones making the decisions for leaders. They've done their studies and they go by what the studies say or what the information that they have in front of them. And they go by that, and that's that. In a lot of situations, that's what happens.
Yeah, well, as I said, these guys on the international stage should take note, okay? No, sorry. The politicians there should take note.
Should take note of
because
what's happening.
all these people you see that doing all that wickedness. And by the way, Trump's time will come. These people have no shame, These people are asking that they make this man, give him a Nobel Peace Prize. I said to myself, what am I hearing there again?
The Nobel Peace Prize that he's been awarded, I think it was.
He's not been awarded any Peace Prize.
What
they're asking that the Nobel Committee select him.
And he's going to get it, I think.
Well, I tell you something. It'll be interesting to see if he gets it, and if he doesn't get it, what his attitude will be. Imagine you have a man, the leader of the free world, saying if they don't arrive at a deal fast, right, it's bloodshed. What kind of talk is that? You just all he does
Donald
is just
Trump is
threaten
just
people,
really raw,
threaten
and he
people,
just says what he
threaten
has to
people.
say.
So I suspect if the Nobel Committee doesn't give him the Peace Prize, he probably threaten them too.
To tell them what exactly?
You can't come to the U.S.
That's the only thing you can say, right?
You can't come to the U.S. But I tell you something, right? What's happening there? His day will come, and for him and this Benjamin Netanyahu guy and his partners. So I say that for the politicians here, be careful what you do. I always like to talk about the Bible. There's a little story in the Bible where King Solomon was living a very, very ostentatious lifestyle, right? And it got to the point now, because of his attitude, he had changed. His attitude toward God had changed. So he was beginning, just like the politicians, to have a lot of problems because that's how it is. So he kept taxing them because he didn't want to let go of the lifestyle that he was living until he died. So when he died now, his son took over. And the people now have had enough of it. They had a delegation. They said, let's go talk to the king. He said, they spoke to his younger son. Listen, the taxes are too high. We can't deal with that. Please give us a break. He said to them, no break. Right? And imagine he went to the oldsters in his kingdom, who were the people advising King Solomon. And he asked them, what should I do? They said to something interesting. If you serve those people, they will serve you. Meaning you're going to be in power for a long time. If you serve those people, don't to come and lord it over them. not to come and be a bad boy.
And I'm happy that you mentioned that, because we keep forgetting that the Bible is the book of life. There's so many things that we could take from it to put, even as a leader of the country. You want to find out something, go
there.
speak to God, read the Bible, get something in there. And as you said, you need to be of service to the people.
It doesn't mean that you're a servant. It doesn't mean that.
Exactly.
But what it means, you have to care and you have to love people, and you must feel compassion. You must feel compassion, right? You must feel sorry for people. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong.
Nothing
with that,
wrong.
Absolutely not.
Right? And if you can't do something, you have to show that I really cannot do it. And I'm sorry I have to take that tough decision, but these are the reasons I have to do
But
such
don't
and such
just
a
shove
thing.
it down people's throat. Give
Just
them
so.
time to adjust, to change. Give them a grace period of something. Don't just say, this is what I'm going to do, and enact it right away. Nah, it's not how it works. But because the moment you do it, the impact is felt right away.
Exactly.
And people suffer.
Yeah, exactly. And as a result of that, something called karma, and then you lose power.
Yeah.
And then now you have to work yourself back up again. You have to try to convince people again to take you again, accept you
And
again.
try to kind of come up with these gimmicks again to try to win people over and do that. But people are aware of that already. Once beaten, twice shy for some individuals. Yeah.
All right. So, was it Friday night? I was going to meet Anthony. We were heading to Monrepo. So, because I was playing down there. And when I got to the gas station on the Millennium Highway, I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I haven't been down that side in a long.
I don't know if you're familiar with it, but there's a gas station on the Millennium
Oh, the
Highway.
gas station, yes.
Right.
Yes. I
And of
thought
course
you were
there's
referring to the Millennium Highway.
There's of course a bypass road there. You go into Cicero.
Yes,
right.
I know.
I see all this smoke all over the place.
What time was it?
That's like around 10ish, something like that. I saw smoke. I said, but wait a second. I mean, fog, man. I just say that to myself because it was all over the place. But I said, that's highly unusual since when Cicero has fog like that.
Fog and stuff,
but my windows were up, so I wasn't smelling smoke.
Anything.
Yeah, I wasn't smelling anything. So I'm driving through and the thing getting thicker and thicker and thicker. More I get closer to the Cicero gap when I go and check Anthony. And then I'm seeing, all around the man's home. So he came into the vehicle and I said, Anthony, what's going on? Is there fog or something here? Then he's telling me that apparently there was a fire at the Deglo landfill. And this thing was just permeating the atmosphere.
gosh.
That's serious.
It's one thing to see smoke from a distance or it looking like fog, but it's another when, people are affected by the air quality, their peace of mind. I can begin to imagine what individuals with asthma went through the last few hours.
Yeah, boy.
Last week. Yeah.
That's serious. But anyway, the
They have it under
government
control?
seem to they know what's going on. And I was so happy this morning when I read that the Minister for Sustainable Development, Sean Edward, along with the Prime Minister, that they had actually gone and visited and see what was going on and see what they can do to.
So that was a coordinated effort, which is great.
Yes.
Right.
But it was definitely affecting a lot of residents.
And I'm happy
Up to last night, I think I came last night. That was Sunday into Monday because I played Sunday down in Choiseul. So my way back home, it was still there. Not as much, but it was still there.
Where we were when I got up in the morning, the smell, it was unbearable. Yeah. I think I have a photo of it actually. In the distance, I saw it. I just thought it was fog, like you said, in the wee hours of the morning.
I think maybe those fires were started maybe because of the heat. Maybe.
Possibly, and what's in there, because, there's so many things we put. I don't even want to go there. That's one of
flammable stuff.
It could be.
Yeah.
And it's been really hot lately.
It's been really hot over the last few days. It's been really, really, really hot. What do you do when it gets hot at your residence? What do you use a fan or?
I turn on the AC.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well.
Or
And
I
by the
have
way,
another shower, or I go outside where it's cooler.
Yeah. Let me just use the opportunity to say, I know for a lot of people, AC seems like some kind of luxury. Okay, and I understand that. I understand it is right now seen as a luxury, but we living in some very, very crucial times. Climate change is real.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
the heat is going to get so unbearable that that having an air conditioning unit will not be a luxury anymore. It's going to be a necessity, almost like having a refrigerator and a stove. What I hope is going to happen, and I hope our Prime Minister is listening, or if somebody else in government is listening, is that they're going to have to work closely with Luselect to see how we can keep electricity rates at a certain level. That's one. Also, the cost of these units, right? Either they'll have to remove the VAT on it, or I don't know what they said that they can do, that it'll be within reach of the average person. They have to find some way.
I think there are some solar AC powered units, I've seen a few online, and I know someone who has one, a solar powered AC unit. So you just put it in the sun, put it in your home, that kind of thing.
Whatever
way, whatever
we can do.
Yeah.
I'm saying an AC unit is not a luxury anymore. This is a necessity. The fan doesn't cut it.
You think that the government will go to Luselec to try to help out in that situation?
Oh, you mean they're a major shareholder? Oh yes. It can be done.
Well, I hope it happens, and not only that. It's maybe there's a threshold, there's a cutoff point for that, because some people might abuse it.
Abuse what?
Just to have the AC unit running. So let's just say, for instance, the government goes to, and they're in talks with Luselec, and they say, okay, you know what, we're going to keep this within a certain amount for people, or whatever they might decide that they want to do. You know how some people are,
Well, the thing is, if you decide to abuse the thing, you will pay for it. Because, for example, let's just assume the government decides, in conjunction with Luselec, to keep it at a certain rate. Okay? However, once you pass that rate, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But I'm just making the point, and it's a very, very important point, that having an AC unit is not a luxury anymore. This is real. I'm telling you, the fan just ain't cutting it.
It doesn't cut it. No.
I'm telling you. It just circulates warm air. That's all it does.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have an AC unit in my room. I'm telling you, I use the fan. My gosh, man.
And the other thing as well, a lot of houses, apartments, they don't have enough windows. Some just have one or two.
That too.
And the positioning of the windows with the sun hitting that and coming into, that is another problem as well. Some of the windows are really small. So, I mean, if you're talking climate change and going the AC route as well, make sure that when you're building, you have enough windows and they're in the right areas in your home, so you have enough air coming in.
Okay, now, human trafficking. Honestly, I guess maybe in my naivety, I was figuring St. Lucia not involved in that kind of thing.
In human trafficking?
Yeah, but apparently that's not the case. Apparently it's happening.
Yeah, I think
it's
we
happening.
are at a tier 2 or something.
Yeah, we've been it's downgraded. I mean, in other words, we need to do much better. So let me ask you, because I tell you, I'm naive when it comes to those kinds of things. Where do you think we are trafficking humans? How are we doing it?
Harboring people through forced labor. Some people are coerced into doing things.
Foreigners?
They exploit them.
Foreigners?
Foreigners, some St. Lucians, maybe if for instance...
No, what I mean we are forcing foreigners to do certain
things that they don't want to do for minimal amount of money, or sometimes no money at all. Whether it be for some individuals, it might be sex workers. For others, having them on a particular job site, and they're just working and they're not getting any money. Their living conditions are below par.
So you think this is happening mainly with foreigners? When I say foreign, I mean I'm talking about St. Lucians, or could be foreigners employing foreigners as well. You think that's what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what it is. It involves in recruiting, transportation, or harboring people through force. That's what it is.
Wow. Yeah. I hope our people, meaning St. Lucians, are not the ones involved in that kind of thing.
And if anyone is involved in it, and I'm sure we have St. Lucians involved in it. I'm very certain that.
And that's the same thing we spoke about earlier when we mentioned the politicians. When you're doing those things, you're inviting negative karma to come back on you.
Right.
You're not going to prosper. Even if you quote unquote prosper for a while, it's going to be coming along with other challenges. I like what you said earlier when we were talking about the politicians. When you treat people badly, things start to go wrong for the country and becomes a headache for you.
For you, yeah.
And it shows what happens because of the karma. You can't solve the problems. And then what happens now? Worse. The opposition now gains on you because you have now invited those negative things to your life. So the same thing, I'm talking about those people who are trafficking human beings. This is not right. You cannot be doing those things to people,
You
taking
shouldn't
advantage and so
at
on.
all
Say,
take
Membaila.
advantage of- Yeah, the same thing.
So you're inviting a lot of negativity, a lot of bad karma, because though there's good karma too,
There's good
we
karma.
tend to look at it as
Yeah.
something negative. You're inviting bad karma into your life. Treat people, don't look at the politicians as the only ones who are supposed to care about people.
You
All
as an
because you want to have a few
individual
extra
supposed to
dollars in your bank account? Or you have power over people?
Power makes one, depending on that person's nature, characteristics. They do a lot of stuff.
Wow.
They do a lot of stuff. And I mean, if you are around any area or you see individuals or you may know of an individual being forced to do something, speak up, contact the police, contact the authorities, speak up about it. Or we always hear today it's that person's sin, tomorrow it's yours.
Exactly.
We all have family members, you know. So you might think, okay, that Jamaican or Venezuelan or whatever is your country, but you might have your family members and friends in another country. These things happen. And when you speak about forced labor and human trafficking, in certain countries, people are just walking, going around their daily lives, maybe going to the supermarket. And you have individuals who are just maybe monitoring unsuspecting victims, grab them, and they're forced into a life of, prostitution. And it happens that quickly, that easily. Anyone could be a victim of human trafficking. And it's important that we educate ourselves about what it is, and we raise awareness, and we become vigilant in our communities so it doesn't happen.
Yes, I agree with you. And we must take a personal stance and say, I have zero tolerance for human trafficking.
Yes.
Zero tolerance.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Also, there's a video that was making the rounds, I think sometime last week, when Wasco had shut down the system and so on. Okay? And some individual called up Wasco. The person, you could hear the receptionist answering very, very nicely. Hello, Wasco, in a very nice, friendly tone. Okay? And the person just there basically harassing and the person at Wasco, saying unkind things and very disrespectful things, right, to the person who answers the phone. I'm saying, that's, again, we're not supposed to be behaving like that. What's that about?
These
what
are
happened?
people she's doing her job, answering, trying to help out the situation, help you out. And even when, nah, that's disrespectful. No one needs to get to that point to do that to another.
Yeah, you're taking your time to
I
go
get the
and
frustration, but
record that, and you cursing the. Actually, the person answered the phone nicely, and can I help you? And the person just said what they said there in a very disrespectful way. So I'm saying, I do not support that. I know you don't support it either.
I don't.
And I hope the vast majority of solutions do not support it either.
And I
right?
hope the authorities do a thorough investigation as to who that person is, and maybe bring them in and caution them or something. Yeah, that should not happen. Nah.
Yeah, to take your time to go and harass the people. Just
concern
so.
is valid. Frustration, it's understandable, but disrespect, nah.
And the thing is, Wasco has explained this situation over and over again, right? They're trying their best with aging infrastructure.
Yes.
Pipes are bursting everywhere, hair there everywhere.
They've been trying to rectify that for some time now.
Right.
You see, that's what happens when you don't. Oh, boy.
You have the dredging issues at the dam every a few years or every year. I'm not too sure exactly how it is. Wasco has a lot of challenges, okay? And as to how to resolve those challenges, it's another problem. Okay.
And maybe a lot of people should be investing in water tanks, and if they don't have the funds to get a water tanks, that's where too. I know we're saying that, and maybe we're like, oh well, the government, everything's just thrown on the government or whatever. But actually, giving incentives for individuals to invest in getting water tanks at their home, especially when they're not able to, and in areas where there are water problems. That could be another thing too, because I think some of them start from 700 upwards, depending on the size. It could be cheaper, I'm not sure, but and sometimes we have to invest in ourselves as well. If you are able to, sometimes we talk about, okay, I could go buy this and party and buy new clothes or whatever. And if you have a home, make the sacrifice too in investing instead of spending money on that $300 shoe. Invest in a water tap, because it's going to go a long way later on.
But again, we're just saying for those people who are harassing the frontline staff there at Wasco, please stop
Nah,
that.
they need to stop.
Okay, I mean that
They're doing
we
their
have to
jobs
be
and
respectful,
respectful.
no matter what the situation may be. All right, so calling up Wasco and cursing them is not the way to go. All right, so finally, Sean Diddy Combs, that's the big story. Yeah, he was sentenced, I think, a little over four years.
Are you surprised?
I expected him to get some time because of the fact that this particular judge didn't seem to trust him at all.
No, because he's been abusive over the years, and
I mean, remember
so
he pleaded, begged to allow him to be on bail. The judge said, nah. The judge was very tough with Diddy Combs, and I think he sensed that, and he got to the point now where he decided now to say something before he was sentenced, and very, very contrite, very well, at least that's the impression he's giving. He's remorseful, sorry. But he said something in his statement about his family. He said that, and I think he was admitting that he wasn't really paying attention to his family as he should. Yes, was to that effect. Yes, he said he got lost in drugs and things like that. As a matter of fact,
and influence.
Yes, as a matter of fact, his lawyers now are asking that he be placed in a particular facility where there is help, that he can get help. Okay? I don't know, maybe substance abuse. I don't know exactly what it is.
I'm sure.
But Sean Diddy Combs is in a bad place. And the judge was very clear. I have to send a message of deterrent. It's very, very, very
I
clear.
agree with what the judge did, because you hear this a lot of men and women as well exploiting individuals who are vulnerable, whether it be they are aware that this person is vulnerable financially, emotionally. They exploit them for their gain, and they use power, they influence to inflict pain. When you have power, you have to use it wisely, And what happened to Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs? It should be an eye-opener for a lot of men out there, especially in the entertainment industry, because I'm sure many others are doing the same, but they haven't been accused of anything as yet. People have just continued going and be like, okay, this happened, I'm afraid to speak up. But what I admire Cassie Ventura about is that she spoke up about it. She testified in court, knowing that the world was watching, knowing that she would be judged. It showed, bravery, and her voice mattered. And the judge actually really took a stand and said, nah, I'm going to send a strong message out there that any other individual, hey, when you come, and for all other individuals that are judges, it should, get them too to think, hey, when you have cases like that come before you, no matter who it is, no one should be exploited, no matter the situation.
I want to get back to the point concerning his family. And here's what he said. He says, I apologize to my mother and my children. Okay? He says, I'm sorry. They deserve better. Right? He said here, he's begging for a second chance, saying, I would never jeopardize time with my family again. Remember I was talking about this French guy who died a couple of weeks ago? And he was saying the same thing. They asked him about success and so on, and if he has any regrets. He said that if he had to do it over again, he'd spend more time with his family.
With his family, yes.
You hear that refrain over and over again. Folks, let's not wait. Let's not wait until we can't do anything anymore to spend time with family and to make family a priority. Make family a priority. You hate all the time. All the time.
Don't wait till your back is against the wall and something is happening in your life.
We take family for granted.
It's important that you do it now.
Yeah. Take time to be in touch and to call and to chat and to speak and it's all right. Not regret these things later. Now back to the thing about Combs. I agree with you. Right? And I say that to we the men, right? We when you see we have power, remember not to abuse the power, right? We have our kinkiness. All of us. There are certain things that we fantasize about. If we were in a position to do it, we do it. Now, clearly, Diddy had these fantasies.
Yeah, these fantasies.
And the
yeah,
thing is that whatever he did there, he did it with the two girlfriends, you know. That's who he did it with. The one called Jane.
Jane
We don't know
Doe.
his real name, her real
Well,
name.
I know. Some do know who she is.
Well, it doesn't matter.
'Cause it came
So
out.
Jane is one, and also Cassie.
Cassie
That's who he
Bishop.
was actually. He was like prostituting the girls by causing them to have part of the what they call the freak offs.
Freak offs, the
Yes,
orgies and
let me tell you
so on.
something. That's your own girlfriend. I can listen, man. A man like me that's so jealous. For me to bring fellas, whether it's male escorts, female escorts, whoever, to bring them into my space and to allow another man to be messing around with me, that takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of strength to do something like that. And apparently he's to watch it. He's to record it.
Yeah.
That was his thing. So now, we who have the power and we have the money, I'm talking about we men, right? We have to be careful and ensure if we're going to do something, because we all have our little freak offs as well. We have to ask politely, would you like to? Would you mind? Right? You ask politely, and if the person says to you, "I'm not interested," you leave that alone.
But
You don't wield the big stick because you figure as though I'm going to make you do it.
But even in that, Andre, when Cassie started off, she was quite young. And just to bring Cassie's case back into that, she admitted that at the start, she did it because she loved him. And in some situations, in relationships, whether it be a man or a woman, they do certain things for their partner because they love them. But you as the individual, this is your freak off. This is your... Think about it. And maybe some people might not, but I sometimes wonder if Didi may have thought of, what about my daughter? How would I feel
Good one.
if a man is doing that to my daughter, my son, my cousin? Go along it. Think about it along those lines, because I'm sure by the time you do, be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I would take somebody's head off if they do that to my daughter. And a lot of the times we see it happening when the tables are turned, Andre. People get angry when it's their very own. So why are you trying to do it to someone else? You know, if you figure you have that crazy kink, seek help, work on it. And yeah, your girlfriend might say, or your wife might say, yeah, but give it some time. Do I really want to put my wife or my husband through that? Maybe I should be open about it and go seek help.
Now you said, Cassie said that she did it because she loved him.
In the beginning,
I'm sure the pressure was being brought to bear.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that
sure
too.
the pressure was being brought to
Knowing
bear
that
on
person
Cassie.
is- oh yeah.
Let me tell you something. When a lady leaves a home, the home that she's known maybe all her life, it was, as I say, catch ass. All her life, struggling. Yes, she's pretty and everything, but it was a constant struggle. A lot of our ladies in St. Lucia come from that kind of environment where it was a constant struggle. And then now, Didi takes me on. Didi says, I'm interested in you. Wow.
I don't want to.
I don't even have to think. I don't have to think about whether I want him or not.
Yeah.
I'll fall in love with him whether I want to or not, because Didi is taking me on, right? Okay, so Didi says, "Hey, come live with me," and Didi brings you to a mansion. He introduces you to his lifestyle. Okay, the number of mansions he has all over the place, the vehicles he drives. Okay, the kind of power that he wields, his servants and his bodyguard. Introduce you to that kind of lifestyle, and that person telling you, listen, I want you to do such and such a thing. Even if you say, as you say, you love it, you love the guy. Pressure is being brought to bear on you, and you have to think, now, if I say no, which is what I probably want to do, what's going to happen? He probably tell me, freak off.
Yeah.
You understand? Get out.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose that. For me to go back at my home now, where
For some individuals, it's starting over
again
and knowing,
why?
that's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure.
You don't put
so they know
someone
that.
through that.
They know
No.
that. So I'm just saying, for those of us men who have the power, we wield that power. Listen, you ask politely, because we all have our little thingies that we dream of doing. All of us. And I'm no different. Okay? But you ask politely, do you mind? Would you like to? That kind of thing. and the person says to you, no, I don't feel comfortable with that. I'm sure Cassie probably told him so. No, Didi.
She did.
No, Didi, I
She
don't
did.
think I want to do that, you know.
There are times that she did, and
You
she
see,
told she
you
doesn't
saw
want
the way he responded when he was in the hotel room?
Yeah.
Licks in the girl's skin.
to. And he was trying to blackmail her as well.
Exactly.
You know, he had a video that he said.
So
he was
even
gonna
if she
put out.
said to him, I don't want
Yeah.
to do that, Didi. Don't.
She was forced into doing it.
You saw his
exploited
behavior.
her. Mhm.
So it's either my way or the highway. So
Yeah.
the lady says to you, or the lady says to me, Andre, I'm sorry, I can't do that sort of thing. I don't like that. I don't feel
Yeah.
comfortable with that. I have to back off.
Oh yeah, you should.
I have to back off. And then go and think of something else, another freaky thing to do, and then come and apply again. And now it might work. It might work. But go and force people to do what
You
they don't want to
can't.
do.
You shouldn't ever force someone.
So the
to do
judge
what
was
they
right. The
want
judge said there had to be some deterrent. He's
Oh, yeah,
lucky.
I
He's
agree.
lucky he didn't
He's
get more
lucky.
time.
He's lucky. And he's obviously his lawyers are going to appeal. And there's talk about him writing a letter to Trump for pardon.
Yeah.
So in the next couple of weeks, some months, I guess.
Yeah,
we'll,
but
you know.
Trump already said that Didi wasn't nice to him. Didi wasn't nice to me. So,
Well,
yeah.
see how
But if
that
I were
goes.
him, I wouldn't appeal that. You know.
I wouldn't appeal.
Finish it
I
up.
wouldn't. But
So-
I want to believe that he means what he says, and I hope he does the work even right now. And he truly faces it, and he takes steps to make amends. You know, and but words without action, you know what that is already. And I hope this time he really, really learns, because that influence that he had comes with responsibility and the harm done to others. And we've been saying that for a while, Andre. It leaves marks that cannot be shrugged off. You know, you cannot get off scotch-free. And it's a moment to remember too that power is not above accountability. You know, and we seem to forget that fame does not protect you and should not protect you from the consequences of your actions, because even in St. Lucia we see it happening, that people with power, they figure I could say what I want, do what I want, because I have friends in high places that's going to get me off. And that should never be that way. And for those who's listening, it's a reminder that standing up and speaking up, even when you don't have the support, seeking justice can really make a difference. And I hope it sends a strong message, even right here in St. Lucia, that you should not exploit anyone.
Well said, Kina. So, let's not exploit the time. So let's go. We have to end
Okay.
by 11:29.
Okay, let's go.
Remember, we have to end by 11:29. Okay, so let's go with the
okay.
shout outs.
Let's go with
Good
the
morning to the
shout-outs.
folks checking us on DBS. Thank you very much.
I'll
and
go with WhatsApp first. Facebook is taking a little bit of while to load. So let's see. There's so many messages on WhatsApp. You told me that. Iphigenia, she says, "Hey Kina, Andre, amazing topic this morning. I missed hearing you both yesterday. I realized you were off because of the holiday in St. Lucia, but it just wasn't the same without your voices filling the air." The
Thank you for
handsome
saying so. Thank you for
and
saying so.
good-looking Andre and the beautiful, joyful Kina with her happy voice always brings such great energy. I'm happy to hear you both back.
Thank you very much,
sweetie.
Gina. It was
Kisses.
nice hearing from you
Mwah.
this morning as well.
Luther Henry, he's in the building. He says, "Happy birthday to Frankie D from all of his family and also the baker. May the Most High guide him on his journey of life."
So, Frankie D, partner, happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday today. Happy birthday, Frankie. And make sure you have yourself a great one.
Someone says, "Andre and Kina, be reminded, anything you can do, I can do better. Politicians do these things to curry favor with the electorate. Have you guys looked at the recording of what took place and said at that function, a government-sponsored event?"
Maybe the ceremony to make the announcing the permanent status of these workers.
I haven't
So
seen
I think people are interpreting that to mean it's like a Labour Party thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll have
Now,
to check it
as
out.
I said, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, if it's a Labour Party thing, no problem. But when you have a change in administration, it shouldn't be one where you have people being fired en masse. That's what
Yeah,
we're
it
saying
shouldn't.
here. That shouldn't be.
No, I have to agree with you there, Andre, on that one.
Yeah, you
Totally,
just
totally.
so either that you leave them there, or and you come up with another idea.
I agree. I agree. Moving on, somebody else says, "Bless morning, Andre and Kina. Wishing you both a pleasant day. Please say happy anniversary to my mom and dad, Mr. and Mrs. Clary of Canries. May your bond grow even stronger with every passing year. Cheers to 18 beautiful years of love and togetherness, coming from your daughter, Rowena."
Rowena, yes. One of our regular listeners there on in Canries. And talking about Canries, I understand there's going to be a new, sort of a place that's been there for a while, and they inventing it, if you will. Yes, so it's going to be like a nightclub kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think they call it abate. I think that's what they call it, abate. I think that's what they call it.
You'll be
I don't
playing
remember.
there, yes.
Oh, for sure. When the time comes, that's for sure. No, but it's
Yeah.
true because Canries has just been dead
You have been saying that
for the
quite
longest
some
while.
time.
Yeah, you drive through Canries, there's almost nothing happening there. There's a lot of life in ancillary. You pass through ancillary,
right.
a lot of life. You pass through Canries. What? It's darkness you see in there.
Wasn't it always like that for years? No.
No, once upon a time, Canries was swinging, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, swinging.
Okay. Well, you'll be playing, so that's a good thing.
Let's hope so.
You're going to be bringing life back in there.
Yeah,
Abate,
I can't wait for it. Well, that's what I think it was called before, abate. Under the ground.
Under the ground. Under the ground disco.
They might probably rename it or something. I'm not sure, but the same facility.
Okay, that's great actually. Someone says, "Good morning to Andre, Paul, and Kiki, and also the Rev-Up family. A month now since our lovely TP left you. Let's continue supporting Andre and the staff. We can do it, folks. Blessed day to all. Truly yours, Sunshine Charles."
Thank you, Sunshine.
Yeah. Facebook, I think, has an issue this morning. It's just taking a long time. Okay, there it goes. Thank you, Facebook. I was just about to beat you up, but you responded.
Folks, in the meantime, don't forget our second anniversary dance taking place this coming Saturday from 8 p.m. at the Sandals Golf and Country Club in Cap Estate. By the way, some folks say they don't even know how to get there. It's on, once you get to the first roundabout, you will see Wynwood Road there. You just take that you can't miss
right
it.
Turn.
Okay? So we're looking for, and by the way, Kina all this week is going to be making it possible for you to actually enter absolutely free.
Mm-hmm.
You and a special person.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Kina is going to be having some giveaways. When I say giveaways, some free passes to give away. So at least let me see 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe about 12 of them. I'm not too sure.
Passes?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So look forward to that.
So, thank you, Facebook. I was just about to beat you, but you responded. Pius Nabi says, "Good morning. Hi, Pius. Happy Tuesday."
Yeah.
Martha Shop
This morning I kept
says,
saying Monday, I kept saying
almost
Monday.
did.
I kept saying Monday. I give the
to
right
check
date, but
myself.
not the right day.
It happens because of the holiday. Martha Shop says, "Bless, wonderful day, Mr. Andre, lovely Kina. Fantastic day, everyone." Thank
as well.
you
You as well.
Martha. John McCurdy says, "Good morning, one and all." Good morning, John. Happy Tuesday. Sharon Peter is in the house. She says, "Happy
Morning, Sharon.
Tuesday. Welcome back." Josiane Alexander Lodger, she says, you know Josiane, right?
Best neighbor in the world.
Right. Good morning, Jojo. She says, "Good morning, Kina, Andre. Blessings to all." D. Francis obeys. Oh my gosh, Andre, you need to see that. Hearts with a ball head. Some guy sending hearts, ball head, looking like.
D. Francis obeys. Good morning.
Francis obeys. Good morning. Martha James says, "One love, Mr. Andre. Amazing day, lovely Kina. Pleasant day to Miss Martha Shop, LA Point, Monrepo." That's the name of that area, LA Point.
La Pointe.
Boje. It's how she wrote it. She has capital, right.
I know
Okay,
what
La
you mean.
Pointe
I know what you
La
mean.
Pointe
Monrepo.
Mopo. Okay, sorry, Martha. Alette Richards says, "Blessed day, Andre and Kina." Jess Martha says, "Good morning, Andre and Kina. Blessed Tuesday to you. Andre, in Bosage Grosley, it's been almost 2 weeks no water. This is so sick. And then you have to pay Wasco the whole bill. That is not right. They need to change their slogan, which is water is life."
Yes, I agree with you. And you're protesting, which is a good thing, right? So
Yeah.
when these things happen, please bring it to our attention. Exactly what the lady did there, bravo to you.
Yeah.
So you bring that to our attention, and of course, we will magnify it. So Wasco, the people in Bosage, you are saying they haven't had potable water for about how long is that?
2
2 weeks. That ain't good.
And to add insult to that, you're still charging them for the whole bill. No water.
Well, I think there's a basic charge, okay, for the meter. So that's what you pay for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you didn't use any water, when I say use it, there's a certain limit. There's a certain amount that you pay for, and that's just how it is.
Based on
That's
what
how
it
it is. That's just how it is.
Oh, okay. Aloysius Theophilus Joinville says, good morning, Andre Paul. Aloysia says, good morning, Andre Paul. Good morning. And Dika says, good morning to you, host Andre and my dear friend Keena. Good morning, Ndika. Snow is within the era where children are misbehaving. Good morning, Ndika. Thanks for the laugh. Sophia Chandler says, good morning, my fabulous people. Blessed Tuesday. And Dika returned and says, Andre, talking about sons, and my heart is tearing apart, aching as I am in a hard place trying to raise my son, and our latest battle was last night, and he isn't even a teenager yet.
Wow.
Oh boy, I really, really feel for you, Endika. Remain prayed up and kisses. Mwah. Barbara Augustine says, good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm missing toenail. Heartbroken. God is good. And Dika returned and says, well, Chasney is not happy. And return says, vindictive Alan Chasney has already signaled his intention should he assume the reins. And Dika. Good morning. Nadia Thompson Daly says, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, Nadia. She Job is in the house. She says, where he gave that signal, I want to hear for myself.
A signal.
Oh, she's asking a question in there. And okay, well, respond to each other in the group. Adrian Son says, good morning, River family. We're the nice workers. What? Were the nice workers fired or their contracts were not renewed? The person is asking a question. Good morning, River family. Went on to say, were the nice workers fired or their contracts were not renewed?
Yeah, contracts were not renewed. Exactly.
Okay.
The same thing. If your contract is not renewed, I mean, you're out of a job.
You're out of a job. Okay, so they're having a conversation in there. Someone says, Sheechub says, God will punish me if I lie on someone. It will come back to bite me hard. May Klesse is in the house. She's responding to Sheechub. And she says, they took a clip of what he was saying and pushing on. They're referring to Alan Chasney and clips that were taken and so on. So I'm going to scroll down, guys, to have a conversation. And I'm gonna scroll down. Okay, go down. Oh, okay. May Klesse says, Andre, some are working at the strip clubs. Remember some years ago, they found some ladies from the Dominican Republic working here illegally and at the strip clubs, and it was said they were forced to be here.
I think I remember that.
I remember that. Roland Clary says, good morning to you both and to all viewers. Arthur Charles says, good morning, folks. Today is the birthday of the following persons. Mr. Bertram Jean, also Mallet Edward, or Mallet Edward?
Oh, Mallet.
A.K.A. the Hammer.
Yeah, that Mallet. Yes.
Okay.
Mallet Edward, good morning, sir. Happy birthday to you. Who else did he mention?
That's
Bertram
the same
Jean.
person,
Bertram Jean's.
Jean.
Yeah, Bertram Jean.
Also known as.
That's Botham Jean's dad.
Oh, happy birthday.
So happy birthday, Mr. My good friend Bertram. We go back a long way.
Whoosh. Must be so tough for him losing.
Who else?
That's the only person. He said also known as. Yeah. Sales Rob says, good morning, Andre and Keena. Greetings to you both. Have a wonderful day.
All right, Silton.
Nancy Grayson is in the house. It's so nice to see her name because she took a little break, but she's back. And she says, Andre, the people are so used to their nastiness in Hollywood. You will be amazed at some of the things that go on there. Diddy was just brought down for other reasons. Do your research.
Other reasons. Okay.
Okay. Maybe him being the scapegoat. Is that what you're trying to say, Nancy? Melanie Destang says, good morning to everyone. Sils Rob says, can you please ask our people to help me out if they can? Please, my account number is 56619 at the Labrie Credit Union, Bridge Street.
That's Hilton.
Yeah.
Of course, yes, definitely. Can you give the account number again?
56619 at the Labrie Credit Union. The account number again, for everyone viewing and listening. 56619 at the Library Credit Union, Bridge Street.
And you can also check her out for her rub, a very famous rub, which is, her number is 716-8018. 716-8018. Check out Silton for Silton's rub. And we heard it from Kina many, many times.
Yeah, it works wonders.
It's powerful stuff. Okay, so call her at 716-8018. 716-8018. All right? So there's an old saying, what God helps those who help themselves. That's the old saying. So the lady is trying her best to see how she can help herself.
Oh, okay. Someone says, one second. Good morning, Andre and Kina. Can you tell me the difference between R. Kelly and P. Puff Daddy's sentencing? My reason for asking this is because R. Kelly is in prison for 15 years or more, and Diddy only got about 4 years.
Yeah, well,
You're not charged with the same thing.
these are totally different.
Cases.
And I think in the case of R. Kelly, boy, he's in serious trouble, because what he didn't do it just in one state.
One state. There are many states.
Many states and so on. Because when he's finished, this is a mess, a complete
when he
mess.
finishes one sentence day, he has to.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, Lorena Medar says, "Blessed and beautiful day to Kiki and Andre. How are you guys doing?" And she went on to say, "I'm homesick. I'm home still on sick leave from August." Oh my gosh, Lorena. Oh, kisses.
Sorry to hear that, Lorena.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hope that makes you feel better, Lorena. Why are you home? But don't say it here. But I'm thinking about you. Barbara Augustine, is asking Lorena what happened. Someone else has missed you, Lorena. So they're, chiming in and sending her love. Seals Rub says, "Thank you so much, Andre and Kina. Bless." Searching that R. Kelly and thingy. That's the last comment on our social
so
media.
I didn't want to say something that I wasn't sure of, right? In the case of R. Kelly, he was actually exploiting children.
So that's
Okay?
yeah.
So this is serious stuff. 9 counts of superseding indictment charging him with racketeering predicated on criminal conduct, including sexual exploitation of children, forced labor, and the Mann Act violations involving the coercion and transportation of women and girls in interstate commerce to engage in illegal sexual activity. Now, P. Diddy was charged under the same Mann Act.
The Mann Act, yeah.
Yes. When you see you engaging in exploitation of women through prostitution. Okay, so this is serious stuff.
There's
but in the
some
case of
similarities,
R.
but
Kelly,
they're very, very different.
boy,
in
you're talking
R.
about
Kelly had
children. Yeah, that
and
is
along
serious.
state lines and so on.
That is serious.
Yeah. We're done with the Facebook platform.
Alrighty,
We're on time.
that's good. That's good. I have a meeting at 11:30, so that's why.
Okay.
Okay, so Kina, coming up later today on your show, let me just mention first and foremost, we have our anniversary dance coming up this coming Saturday at the Sandals Golf
And
Country Club in Cap Estate from 8 p.m. We have a whole ton of prizes to give away, including cold cash. Why do we say cold
I
cash?
have
Why not
no
hot
idea.
cash?
It's never hot, is it?
Cold cash, right? 6 people can win $500.
$500, yeah.
The first time we had $1,000 for 3. But the folks say, no.
We need to kind of
Spread the thing out a
Spread
little
it out
more.
a bit.
So we say
Right.
$500 for 6 lucky patrons. We have a sell for a smartphone that we give away. Do you know the brand offhand?
No, maybe Samsung.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So it's valued about $800 dollars for that cell phone.
If it's 800, it has to be Samsung.
It's a smartphone. So we have dinners, day
Spa
passes,
treatments,
spa
day
treatments.
passes.
It goes on and on and on and on. Right, a whole ton of prizes. So it's not just a question of you come in there and just paying and you get nothing. You're gonna get stuff. Or at
You're
least you
gonna
stand a
get
chance of
something
winning
back,
stuff.
yeah.
All right. Plus, the place is. I was there on Saturday. Place is beautiful. It is beautiful, and there's a lot of parking there, right? And the place is spacious. The restrooms, man, I mean, out of sight. That's another level.
But just
another
$50?
$50
Come on, man. To celebrate
just
with
that,
Rev-Up?
$50.
Yeah.
All right. We made sure that it's affordable for the average, in quotes, person that you can afford to pay the $50 for yourself. All right. Okay, good. So, Kina is going to be making it possible for you to enter for free. So she has some questions to ask you about Rev-Up.
About Rev-Up St. Lucia.
Not too
yes.
difficult. Not too difficult. And if you win, then you can bring your significant other.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Or maybe your friend.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Make it a lime and pass the message around, because this Saturday, the Golf and Country Club is definitely the place to be.
So what does you have coming up, Kina?
11:30 to 12:30, Rev Up the Homegrown.
Mm-hmm.
Also going to be focusing on Dubai. They're now using Hoover bikes to patrol the skies to make arrest easier. So somebody has an issue, they call the police. Hey, go on a Hoover bike. They're there in no time. No long wait. As well, back at home, roadworks are planned for Choiseul and Soufrière areas. Science is moving so fast too, Andre, because Brazilian researchers have created the first drug to regrow damaged spinal cords.
Oh, wow.
Yep, so that's happening. I'll touch on that as well. And we just spoke about giving away smartphones, and hope whoever wins the smartphone is not giving it to their toddler, because now they're saying that smartphone use before the age of 13 is linked to higher risk of anxiety and depression in children.
Okay.
So I'll touch on that as well, and a whole lot more.
What day do we have the insurance folks there?
Mondays.
Every
Monday.
All right, every
Yes.
Monday. Okay, so today's Tuesday, so Rev Up the Homegrown coming up next with Kina. She'll be with you until 3 this afternoon, 3 o'clock until 5 is Zen the DJ. Then from 5 until 6 is going to be Powell Politic from 5 until 6. And then from 6 until 7, don't forget, folks, today's Tuesday. We have Doctor in the House from 6 until 7 this evening. So, Kina, have yourself a great show.
And have yourself a great day.
Thank you very much. So, folks, thanks for listening and thanks for viewing. You take care of yourself. Those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, and also on DBS Television, thank you so much. This has been Hard Drive, brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we truly care. During life's most difficult moments, we want you to know you are not alone.
At Ram Bally's, we are dedicated to providing dignity, compassion, and comfort when you need it the most.
Our caring team is here to walk with you every step of the way, whether it's in planning a gentle farewell or celebrating the beautiful life of your loved one.
We understand how precious they are, and we promise to honor their memory with the utmost respect and love.
Let us help you find peace and solace during this challenging time.
Please reach out to us at
758-452-2021, Castries, or 758-454-9239, Latuni, Viewfort, or visit us at ramballysfuneral.com.
We're here for you, ready to listen, support,
and serve with heartfelt compassion. You can lean on us.
At Ram Bally's,
we care.
The alpha of radio is on 95.9.